Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Vicky. Today I'm working on a spring craft. Something I heard was kind of in this year was the Mod Podge swirl, where you take a picture frame and swirl some glossy Mod Podge on it. So I did my own take on it. Of course, it involves a little sparkle, so enjoy. So the first thing I did was find this frame. I believe it's a 4x6, or maybe a 3x5. I don't remember, but the glass has a little rubber piece that it's sort of taped to that keeps it from rubbing up against the metal frame, because this happens to be a metal frame, but this one looked nice in spring, so that's why I picked it, since it was already a spring color. Then I took some cardstock. I want to use this as my background. I've seen people that, they just put the Mod Podge on the glass and have the swirls be very obvious, but I thought it would look kind of neat with the sparkle, and you'll see the effect later. It ends up looking like a little bit like a sparkly velvet throw with once the swirls are on there. So then I took the gloss Mod Podge and I just put a bunch on the frame, on the glass, and started swirling. So this was a little bit of an experiment. I wasn't sure how much to put on or how swirly to get it, but I started swirling, and so that it made you feel a little bit like a kid doing this with glue. So I swirled and swirled. I got the flowers from Michael's and the frame and the Mod Podge at a yard sale. Then I noticed that as the Mod Podge was sort of settling, it was sinking, so it wasn't as swirly. So I went in and I took a whole bunch off. Just with my finger, and then I re-swirled it. And next I'm going to take my flowers and glue them on just with the Mod Podge there. So I had two kinds of flowers I used. I used these white petals, and I used some thin, I guess they're like little, like supposed to be lavender maybe. And I thought those would look pretty together. Now I also saw someone using flower stickers and heard about some people using dried flowers. So I think you could, basically you pick whatever you like and then decide what's going to make the best effect for you. So after I tried to stick them, I removed some of the Mod Podge, and then I tried to stick the flowers to it. It wasn't enough Mod Podge to get the flowers to stick. Plus you find as you get a little Mod Podge on your fingers and you can't get the flowers to stick. Probably with stickers it would be a lot easier. But with these actual silk flowers, they were hard to get to stick. I did not plan this design out ahead of time other than picking the white and the purple flowers. So I just started putting them on and did it until I was satisfied. But you might want to sketch it if you're doing something like these silk flowers or dried flowers, so you have a better idea of how much to use and what kind of shapes you want. But I just did it until I was satisfied with the way it looked. put it up on these little pointy painter's things so that the glue wouldn't stick to the surface. So once the Mod Podge dried, and you can see how kind of neat and swirly it looks, I used a dab of hot glue to stick my sparkly paper on the back of the frame. And then I just put the back on, and then it was all ready to go. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.